What's up, everybody? It's Laura, THATRVGIRL with Travel and RV here at Grand Design, and behind me is something you may have seen before with me, but this is the 2026 version. It's the Imagine XLS 21MBE. Let's do things a little differently today. Why not? Let's get started on the inside and then we'll work our way around the exterior. Come on. All right, welcome on inside. Now, I am in the business of trying to offer you something different since we have already seen this model together. So today, let's do a little less face tracker. You won't follow me around as much, but what I'll try and do is give you nice big points of view on each section of the trailer so you can get a really nice idea of the layout. Now, first things first, we're starting right up front, and right off the bat, this is gonna be a major change from the last time you saw me in the 21MB, and that is the new color scheme for 2026. So we've got this charming brown, really nice warm tone here on the upholstery on the sofa. And then you can see that we've got the paneling along the back with that black and gold accenting. I think it's really chic and modern, but also offers a lot of character. Also kind of reminds me a little bit of like a Gatsby thing going on, but I am super here for it. Now let's talk about components within the couch. For those of you that maybe didn't see the last tour with me, this middle cushion here is actually going to fold over and provide you with cup holders as well as a solid surface in the back there. So if you want to rest snacks like I would, or additional drinks, say your phone, devices, you've got a little spot to do that. Now underneath the sofa, we've got something super fun, and that is this table and its own dedicated storage space. So you've got a nice big table that you can use outside, you can use inside, put it right in front of this couch here, use it as you like. They've provided it for you, so make it your own. Then directly underneath that, we have two drawers, great sized drawers here. So one on this side and then one just to the back. Now I'm gonna bring you in a little closer so I can show you the wardrobes, as this is your Murphy bed. So it also doubles as your sleeping space. So it's like kind of like a bedroom. And speaking of kind of like a bedroom, of course, we're gonna have a curtain that will span across the entire width of the trailer so you can have privacy when you want and need it. All right, now I'm gonna sit down so you can get a nice look inside the wardrobe there. You're gonna have hanging space in this wardrobe here, and this paneling is continued along the front wall behind the bed. So you'll see that once we bring it down, but you can also see it continued behind this wardrobe here. We've also got a cubby underneath, and that is all behind this mirrored wardrobe, soft closing door. And we've got a drawer here, as well as this little nook to the side here actually provides you with somewhat of an end table on your sofa when you're relaxing. Also gives you a little shelf space, and below that you're gonna find a standard outlet. Plus, super exciting news, we are prepped and ready. If you wanna put WineGuard or Starlink in, you can be connected wherever you roam. And over onto this side, we're gonna also have hanging space within this wardrobe. So you've got a rod there for hanging, you have a cubby space just underneath, and then same thing right next to the couch. So you'll notice you have a little ledge here acting like an end table. We've got the shelf space and the standard outlet as well. Now let's convert this down into a bed. Super easy to operate, roll over sofa. So roll that right over, and then we're just going to unlatch our bed here, pull this panel down, and release that little bottom fold here on your mattress. And as you can see now, we've got our bedroom space. Now, I love a Grand Design Murphy bed because they give us lighting up top. You know what? I might have to move your angle. All right, I'm much more happy with that. And now you can see all of the accent paneling and lighting up above. We have a nice wide open shelf that's actually recessed a little bit from this front panel here. You're gonna have individual reading lights. They'll have the clear lights, and they'll also have blue lights. And we have my favorite little bedroom nooks behind the wardrobes. So I'll bring you in so you can see that, and that's gonna have your charging capabilities as well. So standard outlets, USB and USB-C. Great spot to rest your devices, glasses, cup of water, books, whatever you wanna have next to you while you're resting. Okay, now this, I'm actually just gonna bring you with me. We'll kind of POV it together a little bit. I'll swoop you around and show you that little bedroom nook, and then maybe I'll POV you through the kitchen just before I open up all the cabinets. I want to ask you if that sounds like a good plan, but you can't really respond right now, so you're kind of at my mercy, so that's just what we're gonna do. All right, and I'm actually going to back it up one more time so I can really ensure that you have a great look at this space. Again, look at the back paneling there, that black and gold and the design. I love that. Also new for 2026 is the design here on their mattress. They decided to forego that fitted logo sheet instead and opt for something that will always look beautiful. There is cubby number 1. As you can see, your standard outlet, USB, USB-C. And there is cubby number 2. All right, now before I get to the kitchen, real nice wide angle shot there of the bed. We'll go ahead and put that back up into a sofa. But first, I actually think it would be lovely if we could go through this kitchen together as your TV is there. And that's a component that you're gonna want to enjoy from the sofa or from your bed. So I think it's important to note right off the bat that it is gonna be on a pull-out swivel bracket. So you can enjoy that from the bed, the sofa, or from your dinette, which we'll get to in just a moment. But first up, let's talk some of the components here in our kitchen. Now, as you can see, we've got cabinetry in between the TV and our microwave. We have a little shelf up top there. They're going to give you, it kind of blends in with your blackout shade, but you've got the paper towel or towel holder. I'm loving our nice deep-seated sink here, single basin. We have the soap dispenser, matte black faucet with the telescoping faucet head, your 3-burner cooktop and your oven. I will open that for you. Microwave, we do have the fan and light up above. Let's take a peek at this little cubby up above the microwave. Normally I don't get that up close and personal. And then here to the right hand side, let's open up this pantry space. Now it could also be used as a wardrobe space just off of those double bunks if you think about it, but because we're right off the kitchen, can also be a great spot for non-perishables. And down below that you have your fuses and breaker box. Now I will slowly swoop over. You're gonna have a nice big drawer down there. We've got cabinets, we've got drawers, we've got counter space galore, and probably a big question on all y'all's mind is where is the outlet that you're going to want for, well, I'm going to want for my coffee maker? Well, it's actually just right here along this side. So you've got a great placed outlet there for you to bring along kitchen appliances like Nespresso machines or anything else that you want to bring along with you that will just make your trip that much more enjoyable. Now, before I set you down to put that couch back into place and open up those cupboard doors, I want to back it right up to our front door so you can see your Compass Connect. Now that's going to have your awning. We've got one slide on this baby, so you've got your slide there. You can operate your lights from there and monitor your battery and tank levels, as well as we have the JBL sound system, so that's where your controls are. And of course, both those things can be operated via Bluetooth. And now we can go through these big drawers we've got here. So you have 3 drawers here along the edge of your countertop space. Directly underneath your sink, you have a ledge here for soap, sponges, linens, and then within this cupboard, we're gonna have 2 separate areas. So we've got a shelved area here to the side, and this side here actually harbors your garbage can. Love that. All with the hidden hinges and soft close. And then to the back below that 3-burner cooktop is your RV oven. And down below that, we have a nice big pots and pans drawer. And your pantry or wardrobe just to the back. And directly behind that are your double bunks. Now we do have a nice open space underneath the bottom bunk, so you have some area for interior storage. You're gonna find a window in the top and bottom bunk. They'll both have roll down blackout shades. And most importantly, especially if you've got teenagers, they will have some privacy, as both will have their own privacy curtain. And actually, probably more important than that is going to be charging capabilities. So really neat, those bedroom nooks that you saw with the charging in them, they actually have their own version of that within the bunk beds. Now, I think the best way for you to see that is for me to grab you once again and bring you into the bunk. So let's do it. Now, just like the cubbies that we saw next to the bed, you have USB and USB-C charging in these ones. Just note you do not have the standard outlet within the bunks. Took my shoes off for this one to get y'all in here. I'm just up at the top bunk, wanted to show you this one as well. And of course, you've got AC outlets up here, and check it out. Even the lights up here have their own dimmer switch. How lovely is that? And here's a nice little look-see from the top view of your 21 MBE. All right, shoes back on. Let's continue the tour. Let's head into the bathroom here. Now it's quite spacious. You may not have expected this much room here. We do have a little step up into the shower, but they've given us a skylight back to add in some headroom. I'm wearing full-on heels today, and I want to say they're about, well, 2.5 inches or so, so I'm probably closer to 5'4"-ish at this point in time, to give you a little reference. We have the upgraded squeegee shower door here that's going to help wick away water just back into that drain for putting your soaps and shampoos places, while you have a ledge in the middle here, and then you have 2 corner shelves in the bottom. And of course, you've got a shower head on a wand. Along the front here, we have a great size vanity there with countertop space that extends almost all the way up into the shower there. We have a corner mirrored medicine cabinet, and you've got additional storage down below. But to show you the rest of the bathroom, again, you're gonna have to come with me. Bam. Look at that. We've got a towel rack along the door. We have some additional linen cubbies just to the left-hand side of the shower. Right in front of that, you're going to see your porcelain foot flush toilet. We have a Suburban on-demand water heater, and those controls are right here. We also have hooks along the back there for towels. We have yet another towel bar up above, of course, a roof vent fan and an outlet off your AC to keep you nice and cool. And then further down the line, let's get to the storage we have. We've got nice open shelves, and directly underneath the sink, we've got some cabinet storage, and I would say that's certainly large enough to harbor a garbage can if you opt for a dedicated bathroom trash bin. And if you need an outlet here in the washroom, we've got one just right off the side there. Making our way out of the washroom, I'm going to keep you in the palm of my hand for us to go over this last interior feature of the floor plan, and that is your U-shaped dinette sharing the slide with your 12-volt fridge and freezer. Now, for good measure, we're going to have to open it up. We've got your freezer on top and your fridge down below. And then here to the dinette, we have a nice big window along the back there and along the side. This is going to be a 2-post table here, so we can easily pop the table off and then rest it on those ledges that you see there. And this will make into an additional sleeping space. What a lovely, well-rounded floor plan that is conservative in length and weight, which I'll give you in a quick minute here. That also is going to provide sleeping for up to 2, 4, 6, 7, 8. I mean, hey, depends on how much y'all love each other. But we've got a lot of space to work with, so you can either use that for storage or to bring along family and friends. All right, it's time we head outside. And by outside, I mean outside inside, which I am so grateful for. Okay, specs that I promised. We are 24'11" in length on this baby and just over 5,300 pounds dry weight. So nice conservative weight, great for half-ton trucks. Now, we'll kind of keep this like we usually do. Actually, maybe we'll shake it up a little bit. Let's work our way down this side, starting here at your pass-through storage. Now, I'm actually gonna bring you a little bit closer so you can see they've continued that beautiful Gatsby-like black and gold paneling from the inside that we saw behind the Murphy bed, also here into your pass-through storage. So for that, I'm gonna turn you around. And I mean, look at that. We've got the tough flooring in there, and it looks great. All right, moving our way down the campsite, you have a 17-foot powered patio awning with integrated LED lighting. You're gonna find a standard outlet here and a cable input, but we've got something extra fun here in the back, and for that, you're gonna have to come join me down here. Who doesn't love an outdoor cooking setup? Now we've got the Capital griddle here, so we've got a nice flat top griddle there. We're gonna have some storage space right up above with this well-lit shelf, and they've given you the mini fridge to keep your beverages cool and close by. And for easy cleanup after a fun day of adventuring or a super fun grill sesh, you've got a spray port just to the back. Coming around to the rear, this is where you're gonna find your Suburban on-demand water heater. So if you need to get at those controls or check out your anode rod, you can do that through there. You're also gonna have your furnace out the back, so be mindful of that, as it's gonna get quite warm when it's fired up. We do have a receiver hitch, which will be rated for something like a bike rack, additional cargo. And we have a factory installed ladder, so you can get up onto your roof, perform regular maintenance, check out solar panels, and just ensure overall there is no debris up there. It's not only dangerous and damaging to the components on your roof, but also it's not good for people on the road with you. Swinging around to the rear driver's side here, I'd like to point out that you have manual stabilizer jacks in all 4 corners, and here at this back corner is where you're gonna have your dump valves for your gray and black tank. Up at the front here is where we're gonna find the other side, of course, to our pass-through storage here, front driver side. This is also where you're gonna have your utility center. So our all-in-one station, we have a hot and cold outdoor shower, battery and solar disconnector in this area here. Your solar controller is here. It is lit up with a motion sense light. You're also gonna have a standard outlet, and we're gonna have our tank fill here as well. And there is going to be a feed, so you can keep this closed while you have your RV hooked up. And finally, back to where it all began. We are up here at the front. You have a power tongue jack to keep things nice and easy, 2 20-pound propane tanks with a cover, and ample space on that tongue for your preferred battery setup. Whether you want a boondock mountainside or you just need a 12-volt to get to your favorite campground. Thank y'all so much for watching. I know you want to get hitched up, so be sure to head to my description. There's a link there to get you in contact with our Travelland RV team. And this has been my tour on the 2026 Imagine XLS 21MBE. Until next time, safe travels everybody. Happy camping.